Hello and welcome to my channel. And today, I've got a job. I've got a job ahead of me. So I am in the process. Well, this is stage one of what will be a major declutter of my crafting supplies, which is mostly adult colouring. I do diamond painting as well. I have a channel if you want to check me out, a different channel that's dedicated to diamond painting. But today we are doing colouring supplies. Now I am doing a declutter in my home in general. I started it last year. I didn't get to the crafting stuff, but this year, yeah. So what I'm going to be doing today is I have a lot of alcohol markers. Well, I think that's water-based, but details. A lot of Sharpies and various alcohol markers. I don't know how far I'm going to get and how long it'll take, but little and often is my plan. I'm just going to chip away at doing this. Because I took a break on my channel for like over 2 years, I think a lot of these are actually going to be dried out. So the plan is to find out what's dried out, and then I'm going to, you know, sort of mix these all together. I've always kept them separate. Mix these all together by colours, and then if there's duplicate colours and they still work at the end, then what I'll do is I'll keep the best ones, and then I'll just give away the you know, the spares to, like, I live opposite a school, so there's potential. So let me just make some space, actually, is what I'm going to do. Okay, move that. No, I'm not going to move that there because that leaves a shadow. I think I'll start with these. So yeah, as I mentioned, right, I'm just going to open these up and just pull everything out. That's the way to do it. Oh, I sound like Punch and Judy. That's the way to do it. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I have been on a, if you've not seen the videos, sorry, I should get these out before I start yapping, shouldn't I? Because it makes a noise. Oh, I did unclip all these things. These clips, they're not, if anything goes, if any packaging goes, oh, let me in, then I think these will, because these are like real nail breakers to get these clips open. Now, for anyone wondering about these pens, I bought them, it must be at least five years ago or so, and I got them for Walmart. So the Pen and Gear is the brand. That's empty. And where's the other one? Oh, it's on the table. I'm like, oh, where? I've got so much stuff around me that you can't see off camera. It's just like, oh, I need to make space. Oh, I didn't open these ones. Ow. Doesn't help because I broke my nail yesterday, and look, it's like right down. Yeah, I hate when that happens. It's a bit sore. But yes, decluttering is the plan, and I'm going to be doing everything, all of my colouring supplies. But like I say, I'm going to be doing it bit by bit. So what I'll probably do, come back, is I'll put it all in a playlist. So depending when you're watching this in the future, sorry, oh come on, sorry, I film by a window, so sorry about the glare. What I'll do is I'll put it in the playlist, so if you're watching like in the future, then there may be several videos to watch of my destashing. Destashing, well, I say destashing, I mean decluttering, but there is a possibility, because I will be getting to my books eventually, there's a possibility I might do some destashing as well. Right, so that's empty, get rid of that. Okay, so the plan, I've got a bit of cardboard, and I'm just going to fold this around here, because obviously alcohol markers will bleed. And then that way I can make good use of the paper, because I don't want to waste too much paper just doing it on here. So the goal, there's going to be, I need something else. I need something to put things, I need a system. Hang on, I know what I'm going to do. These plastic things separate, so I'm just going to get 3, because not these little things. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I've got 3 of these things. I'll put them up here. Put one to the side here, one to the side here, one to the side here. No, that's annoying. There we go. We'll do that. Window glare aside. And then what I'll do is, once we throw away, we'll do that. Do I really need 3 tubs now? Yeah, I'm going to sort as I go. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is zoom you in. I just have some paper towel here, because in my experience, alcohol markers that get left for a long time, they can get crud on the tips. I think it's something that happens when the alcohol sort of evaporates in the cap, I think, and it sort of crystallizes. So if you ever opened up an old pen and it's got like sludge on it, though that is not, I thought, oh, I'll show this, but no, this is perfect. Right, I might as well get started, but I'm anticipating at some point there will be some sludge. So I've got my card in. Yes, I do. We're just going to do this, and so that works. So this is brown. I'm going to put that there so I can see. I'm going to look for other browns. Is it brown? Kind of. Yeah. Mocha. That's a similar colour. That's a brown. And works. Wow. Honestly, I expected everything to be just dead straight away. But things are working. There's going to be a lot of sorting at the end. Let's get these ones out of the way. And that's what I meant. You see, like where the light red is, you get just like it's a little bit of crystallized crud, but it's completely harmless. So that's why we're gonna. That does work. But it doesn't feel very punchy. But I'm not sure if that's the colour or if it's running out of ink. We're gonna put that in the maybe pile. That I can feel is not juicy. If it's not juicy, there's more crud. I think there's probably more chance these ones won't be juicy because they're littler. That is not juicy. We're going to be brutal here. Oh, look at that crud. So the smaller ones have a bit more crud. That's juicy. Right, let's do this one. Yeah, so... Oh, that's nice and juicy. Did I mention? Oh, look at that one. It's just like, it's furry. Did I mention in the intro? Actually, no. I 5 minutes ago, I can't even remember what I've said. So I am sort of decluttering my... Oh, that's dead as dodo. So that's a nice, clear decision. Yeah, I am decluttering my house in general. Not juicy. And I started it last year. That's okay. But I never got to the craft stuff. And because I wasn't colouring as well, it was a decision that I put off. Because I was pretty sure I was going to come back to, not juicy, come back to colouring. I just didn't know when. I tell you something, the crust might be harmless, but it's not very enticing. So these fatter ones seem to be, that one was not juicy, in a good position, but some of these others are not. That one's okay. So yeah, I put off sorting out the crafting stuff. Should I get a bit more in the middle here? And that's very similar to that one, isn't it? It's also not that juicy. And that's super pale. But it does feel juicy. So yeah, I put it off. Oh, sorry, there's a ambulance. Sorry, this is where I have to give my spiel. For if you've been here before, first of all, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Ooh, that's scummy. If you're new, hi. I live in London. I live next to a road that at night is quite quiet. It's quite residential, but during the day it's a bit of a through route. And I live by a junction. Not juicy. So there can be stopping and starting. As I say, it's a through route, so that, and it's liked by the emergency services. in particular the police and the ambulance, not the fire brigade for some reason. But so there can be sirens, which they might turn on, especially because I'm at a junction and a pedestrian crossing. Did I mention I live opposite a school? And yeah, it's just general noise. And like, I used to edit a lot of it out, but I'm like, because of the editing, I didn't film as much. Well, that's very pale, but it does feel juicy. Yeah, the editing was taking up too much time, and it meant that I didn't post as many videos. That is not juicy. So I made the decision. Oh, sorry, hair. I shed like a cat. I made the decision to like just go a bit more raw. So you have to put up with sirens as they go past. Juicy. Okay, this is actually going better than I thought. I thought a lot would be dead. But yeah, if you've not seen it, hang on, I do have it to the side. Oh, I don't know what, did that crust come off the other thing or? But that is not juicy. I'll show you my picture if you've not seen it. So this is my current whip that I'm working on, that I came back to the channel. This is what revived the channel. So I was doing an event in January that's just a pink and black. So I'm doing a limited palette. So this is from Johanna Basford's World of Wonder. Yes, if you're more curious about what's been happening and where I was for 2.5 years, then go check out those videos. Or maybe you want to I'm not doing it as a colour along as such, but yeah, that one's completely dead. I'm not doing it as a colour along as such, but I am only working on it on camera. So if you want to do it as a colour along, feel free. Just keep me company. Not juicy. So look, that's what the crust looks like. It's like a powdery stuff. It's like a crystallized stuff. Oh, get off. No, not juicy enough. Juicy, but not juicy enough. That's okay. But yeah, after such a long break, and especially these pens, I mean, they was really cheap, so I didn't expect much of them, to be honest. But I've got to say, I'm kind of impressed. It's the tip of the iceberg with the... I thought the Sharpies would be all right. But yeah, the tip of the iceberg with what I've got to sort through. It's quite intimidating, to be honest. So I will be doing them in little bite sizes. So yeah, I'll make a playlist for these, and then you can watch them all. Watch me all. At the moment, this is the easy pick. You know, I thought I'd start with the easy decisions, because there's going to be a lot of dead ones in here. You take the easy win, right, when you're decluttering, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to... No, that's all right. It's going to be hard to make some decisions. I've got some big decisions in my future. No, that's... No, actually, look, that is juicy. Oh, I should be careful, because it didn't start juicy, and it just needed to get its inks flowing a bit. I don't want to throw away a pen that's actually fine. Ooh. That was not a good blob. Let me just, yeah, it's okay. It doesn't help that it's brown. It does not look like marker. Let me just brush it off. It's just, do you know what? I think I'll throw that. I don't even want to give that to someone. It's just, oh, that's dead. Is it? Just make sure. Yeah. Yeah, there are some big decisions in my future, and it's going to be tough. So this one, definitely the easy option. Oh, I've got a road sweeper going past now, because just for a change. Gotta keep it fresh, mix things up. So how are you all? It's actually a Friday for me. So I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's been a long week this week. Crossed. I don't even know why. You know how sometimes it's just like, there's no overtly bad thing that's happened, but it's just gone on forever. Oh, that's dead. I think that when it's really, really, really crusty, that's a sign of how much has evaporated from it. Because oh, that one. No, that's all right. But I think we put it there. It was okay-ish, but not juicy. I had to go over it for it to be. And I'm gonna be, you know, the whole point of this is to be tough. Really, I've got 4 boxes of alcohol markers here. Apart from the Sharpies, they're all like really cheapy ones. Well, even Sharpies are generally not a premium. They're not like a, what's it called? Oh, not like what are they called? The posh pens, the posh alcohol markers. That's dead. Oh, I'm pulling a blank. That's how long I've been away. I'll think of it in a minute. I'm not very good with names. That one's okay. But yeah, it's I'm hoping to get the 4 boxes down to 2 at the very least, because that's, you know, I will get back to my alcohol markers. That's okay. To you know, start doing out. At the moment, that's dead. At the moment, I've only worked on that 1 picture, and I've only worked on that 1 picture on camera. I'm taking it very, very, this is dead. I'm taking it very cautiously, because I did, when I took my break, it was basically burnout. So it's been a long while since I've had the urge to come back, and I don't want to mess it up by just going ham. Dead. And, you know, going colouring crazy again. That is not dead, but it's not juicy. And yeah, so I've in a way I've been actually sort of that was another one that started dry and then it juiced up. I've been sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of rationing myself, and I found by stopping before I was ready to stop and saying, right, I'm not going to do it again until X time. It works out well for me, because it means I want to come back and do more. Whereas when I tried colouring previous times on my break, I would do I'd pick a really easy picture. That is not juicy. I'd pick a really easy picture and I'd start it, and I just, you know, it's rare to finish, well, for me, to finish a picture in 1 session. So I'd stop doing it at the end of the session, and there wasn't, I didn't even want to go back to it. Colours, but it's not juicy. That has got fuzz. So yeah, I just, this way I'm like ensuring that I want to come back to it and not just walk away and disappear again. That's the plan. And then is that, no, that's not juicy. And then I should put there, I don't know, it's just, it looks horrible, so I didn't want to leave it on camera, but there's a lot of reaching back and forth. That's dead anyway. Just make sure that's dead. No, that's dead. So yeah, I'm kind of rationing myself to make sure I stick around. Colours, but not juicy. And juicy. Okay. I am surprised at the amount of ones that are noticeably still juicy. Get this cut off. No, that is as good as dead. That is not juicy, but colours. So there's these ones that I'm going to just give away. If I don't give it to the school, because they might not want alcohol markers, I'm not sure. Not just because the alcohol, just like they stain, don't they? And they're quite young. No, that's not. They're in the, in the UK, it's a primary school. I don't know what it is in the States, but they're like sort of 7 to 11-year-olds, I think. So young enough to make a mess of their clothes and stuff by getting alcohol markers everywhere that doesn't wash out very well. So, but we also have a free cycle site just for my area. Well, it's not just for this; it's for the whole country. But it breaks down. It's localized pages. So I'll get one for my local area, and sometimes I've been doing that for when I've been decluttering as well. I just put up a thing. It's a bit like that is virtually dead. It's a bit like sort of, you know, like Facebook Marketplace type scenario. So you can't sell on it though. That's the only difference. It's all free. So if you list something there, you are literally just giving it away. But it's a good way to recycle and give things a second lease of life. So where I've been decluttering, I have used it quite a lot. I actually got rid of a telly the other day. That says a lot. We you know what it's like. You get a new telly, and we got a new telly before the old one died, but it was old. Oh, that. See, that didn't start off well, and now it's gone all juice. Yum yum yum. I need another tray for that. The tray that I'm keeping pens in is overflowing already. I did not anticipate so many. I expected way more to be in the trash. That one is okay, but not juicy. Yeah, so you get a new telly, and I don't know, I'm the same with boxes. I was talking about this the other day, the boxes. When I'm destashing, decluttering, I mean, I keep saying destashing. I do not mean destashing. Decluttering. And does anybody else, I keep boxes. I get a delivery from Amazon, I'm like, oh, that's a good box. And I would keep it. That is dead. So I throw away the box, recycle the box. Anyway, a lot of boxes, and the same with, this is why I need to declutter. It's not juicy. It's because I also keep things like appliances. So we got a new telly like 4 or 5 years ago. That actually turned out to be quite juicy, and but we plugged in the new one, but we kept the old one just in case, you know, it broke down or something, or it needed to go back. And of course it doesn't, and it didn't. I can go in the bin. So we've had this telly that we'd never used. It was literally just taking up space. It's like somebody can make use of, you know, it's so old now as well. Like, it was very limited what it could already. It could do some things, but it was already starting. When you think about smart TVs now, like it's more and more that they can do. They're every generation of TV. Let me have a go at that. Yeah. And so I was like, do you know what? Instead of holding on to it, let's give it to somebody who, you know, might be just moving into their first home. I live in London, so there are a lot of, you know, people, students, and like there's so much expense. Like when you move into a new home, even if you're renting, there might not be much there. That is nearly dead. So it's like, let's just give this TV away. It's like there is no value. You hang on to this thing where you think, oh, that's a really expensive TV, and it's not. It's not. Like when you buy an electrical item, yes, it might be expensive in the shop, but the minute like it starts to get old, oh, I think I picked up some scum off the. Let me turn this around. But you know, technology moves so fast. That thing that costs a lot of money, like next thing you know, you're paying people to take it away. You know what I mean? They're not paying you anymore. You're paying them to get rid of it because it's useless. So it's like, give it a new home. And it was good. It was like, I think there was like sort of just having a, they looked, when they picked it up, they was quite young. I think they were students, maybe like adult students, sort of mature students. That is dead. So I'm glad to help someone out. So this will be good. We'll get rid of all these markers. That has actually turned, no, that has not turned out to be juicy. We'll put it there. I don't know, have you ever had to do this sort of thing? Like, have you ever bit the bullet and actually had a huge declutter of your crafting stuff? It feels like a good time of year to do it, doesn't it, as well? Because it's the new year. But there comes a time where you just have to admit you've got too much stuff and you can't use it all. That is okay, but not juicy. And now is as good a time as ever for me as well, since I'm only just back. I can be more ruthless. Before taking a break, it's like it breaks that sort of attachment. I'm nearly done with these ones. We're not doing bad time. But yeah, it's just breaking that attachment. I thought now is a good time for me to be ruthless before I start getting all like, oh, I might use it, I might want to use it. Oh, I remember it, and I coloured this page in it. My only worry, well, that's really, I can't tell if that's running out or it's just really pale. Let me look at it. Let me get my nose to it. Do you know what? I think that's just really pale. Can't remember what I was about to say. Story of my life. Oh, that's a nice juicy one. Oh yeah, my only worry, that was it. My only worry is that I'm going to throw away some of these pens. And, not juicy. And I've got so many whips. That's another thing I've got to go through. I thought maybe I should, as opposed to starting lots of new, okay, that has reduced up. As opposed to starting lots of new pictures, even though that one that I just showed there with the swan was a brand new picture, brand new start. I thought at some point I might go through my books and find some of my whips. And I'll tackle the whips before I start, you know, because we all have a battle with the whips, the works in progress, don't we? Or just me? Maybe just me. But I thought that would be a good time to go back and review and everything. But it does mean that if I throw away a lot of stuff, or I de-stash some stuff, I risk throwing away, getting rid of some stuff that I need because I'm halfway through a whip, which would be a bit of a nightmare. But, you know, that could happen anyway, because if it's just dried out, then, yeah, it's already gone. Now there's a pen there, and I don't know which part it's from. The dead. No, it's not quite dead. Okay, we'll put it in this one. So I'm halfway through doing it. More, I'd say maybe even more than halfway. So let me just get these. This is what I'm throwing away so far. These are out and out throwing away. So that's pretty good. Right, let me get the other ones. Oh, wow. Ooh. All right, I'm back. I've decided to, I've got a bag. These are all the ones so far that I'm going to be donating. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put them in a bag where I can't actually see them properly, because I know what'll happen. I'll change my mind. Put it to the side. Right. That's why everything's empty again now. I've shuffled things around and we've got room again. So I think I'm going to start on this one. I've got this pack, which there's some already missing. So let's just, can I just tip it upside down? Oh, get out. That works. Nobody said it was going to be tidy. It's just like, when you're fighting a war, there has to be casualties. And this is my war on clutter. And it's going to make a bit of a mess. But it's okay. Short-term mess is fine for a long-term goal. I've actually got some of these little pots. I feel like this could come in handy for something. But we'll put them all in here for now. And I don't think because there's quite a lot. I think I'll save Tempting Fate for the Sharpies until afterwards. And that way as well, if it runs out of time, then I'm fine. Right, so let's do these. And we're going to do it the same again. I'm just going to... I might do it from each end as well. That might give me a clue how juicy and dry something is, because it might just have been on its side or something. Do you know it? Oh, no. That actually, my hair is standing on end. That looks promising. As long as we do both ends. Yes, got one winner. So these are the touch mark ones. I think I just got these from Amazon. Probably don't even exist anymore. It was that time where like lots of budget disposable alcoholic markers came out. They were actually okay though. There was a few duds that I got out the box, if I recall, like 2 maybe. Do it that way. But aside from that, most of them served me pretty well. Now, I'm not sure about that one. So what happens here? Oh, that end is juicy. Okay, so a lot of it is probably just because it was not lying. Huh. Now that end is a bit dry though. Let's give it a bit of a go. I think I might put this one into the... Yeah, it's okay, but it's not juicy. Words to live and die by. Yeah, I'm kind of almost not dreading. I'm not getting any fur on these ones. Almost dreading when I get to the book stage though, because I know I'm gonna have to get rid of some books. But I love my books. I like looking at my books. That's the trouble. There are some books that I've never coloured in, but I look at them and I enjoy them. So I'll be keeping them. So I suspect I don't know. See, I'm already talking myself out of it. It's just like I've got to get rid of some books, and then by the end of the sentence, I'm already saying, but I like them and I should keep them. We all see. There must be something there that I'm just not, like maybe a few of the cheapy, you know, Amazon published books. We'll see. Okay, these are in actually quite good condition. I've had one dud and one dryish. Oh, that was not a good. Yeah, he dead. that one was straightforward. Come on. That felt juicy. Clearly I didn't use many blues. That one feels a bit drier, but we'll see. While the road sweeper comes back, does the other side of the road. Okay, that one's okay. Clearly, I did not use many blues. But, okay, that one's okay. But yeah, I am surprised at how well this is going. And I'm happy to report there's not a lot of crud. So these ones must use a different formula than the Pen and Gear ones from... That is not a nice one. I do not like that one. It did not feel good. This one also does not feel particularly juicy. Let's see how oh, that end is juicy. Okay. The only trouble with alcohol markers is I'll be carrying this all day. No matter how much I scrub. I'm just a mess. This one, let's just keep going a bit, because yeah, okay. All right. These ones are going to take us longer, I think, to do. Oh, that's a nice colour. I like that colour. What is it? Coral pink. It doesn't look very pink. It looks almost red. That is okay. So we get to keep it. I'll have to find something to colour it with it. That one is a juicy one, by the feel of it. Yep. I might have to revisit some of these good pens and say they might not be so good. Let's put them with that. See, that one's juicy. It was only the end. We'll see. We'll see. Remember, the goal was 50%. It started well. Well, that was okay. It's just, I don't think it's going to end well, because after this, I've only got the Sharpies left. And all I can do is hope that, I did use used to use my Sharpies quite a lot. So all I can do, that one is not juicy. It wasn't, was it just the end? I can't remember. What was the other end like? Oh, see, it is. I need to remember to check both ends. Because it'll just be, you know, obviously these have just been sitting in a drawer. And so they've not had the opportunity to have ink flow. But yeah, I'm hoping at this point, considering how well these have held onto their ink, I'm hoping that because I did use my Sharpies at probably more, that there was some that was like near end of life. That one is okay, but not juicy. And that, you know, I'm desperate. I need space. I only live in a flat, and storage is limited. An apartment, flat and apartment, whatever you want to call it. But I diamond paint now, and those things, they take up a lot of room. So something needs to give. I'm going to be looking at, I'm obviously not going to be getting rid of any of my diamond paintings, because I love all those. It's a newer hobby as well, so it's you know, it's a lot harder for your taste to change. Like I'm hoping when I do get to my books, I was just like, my taste has changed, and like some of the books will go, I won't feel so, you know, attached to them, because like it's no longer to my taste. But my diamond paintings, that's a relatively new hobby, and I will not be getting rid of any of those. No plan to destash anything there. But I do need to make some room. So the plan for those is to, one, hang some of my completed ones on the wall, because that would give me space. And then the other thing I'm going to do is like take some out of the boxes that they've come in, because not everything needs to be in a box. Some of the boxes are nice, but some of them are just like generic. They don't even have a logo on of the company I got them from. So I can be like a bit more ruthless and put them in like a portfolio thing. And then I got a few portfolios. That is very dry, so unless this is, yeah, dead. It's almost a relief to have a dead one. I need more dead ones. But I do have, that is not very juicy, so unless this end is amazing. Oh, I can't get the cap off, blimey. Yeah, I'm going to put that in the dead pile, to be honest. Oh, why suddenly I cannot get the caps off? What the? Okay. Dead. Yay, dead. Do you know what? I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the boxes. Because I do have portfolios anyway that I hang up. Oh, that was a bit squeaky. I didn't like the squeak. Just put my hairs on edge. I don't know what's going on. This has been like 4 street cleaners. Clearly Friday is street cleaning day, and I've never really paid attention. Like, they're not all doing my street, obviously. They're like, but they're en route, so they've obviously got different places, and that's where they're. The depot. I don't know where the depot is. There must be a depot nearish by for this to be their through route. But yeah. But if I can get rid of the boxes, then I feel like, no, that is not juicy. Then I feel like that will give me some space, and then I can get rid of these. I can get rid of some of these. We're doing well. We're just not doing quite as well as I envisaged, like a mass. That's dead. A mass chuck out. So I suppose it's not a bad thing saying for the price of some of these budget items. Like, sometimes you get duds, but not everything is bad. I'll tell you something else though. When you play with things like this, it does make you wanna I wanna use them. Suddenly I'm like, yeah, I feel like doing a page that is not. Oh, I don't know. No, keep that. Suddenly I feel like colouring in a page with alcohol markers. I did that other page, the Black Swan. When I was doing that, I just pulled out pencils, knowing. No, so that is knowing that I wouldn't have to worry. I mean, pencils, I think over time, don't they? I don't know. I'm not techie, but I think over time, pigment does disintegrate, or it loses its colour eventually in a pencil. But I think it's more like, you know, 20 years than 2 years. So I wasn't really worried about digging out my pencils to do a picture. Oh yeah, that's, apart from making a mess of my hand, it's all good. But yeah, maybe when I do get to my colouring books, put that there. One end works well, but the other end does not. But that just means it's gravity, doesn't it? Does that end? No, it's not that good. It's not juicy. I need to be ruthless. Oh, I ran out of my cardboard. Get on. Oh. That is a nice juicy one. No, it is not good. Yeah, I started off with big swatches. I should have. That's because of chisel tips, isn't it? Just go big and go home. Right. Okay. Go in here. Oh, that was squeaky. I don't like the squeaky pens. That's fine. I am not throwing away as much as I wanted. That one at least can go. I just wanted the easy decisions. If it's run out of ink, then it's not having to decide, is it? It's just a simple yes no. That one, yeah, that's not juicy. Okay, stay. I'm in here. At least I'm not having to deal with crud. Yeah, that's nice and juicy. I could even see that one. Like, you know how you see it evaporate, and it was like, and then it just went. Pew. Sorry. Welcome to my inside thoughts. Oh, don't! I've got so many pens at the side here. I am not optimistic I'm going to get it down to 2, but oh, maybe I might have to give. What I'll do is I'll give it a second pass with, like, if I've got lots of pinks or lots of blacks. I did say I was going to do that at the start, but I didn't. I've already been going for like 50 minutes, nearly 45 minutes, 50. I don't know, something like that. We'll see if we can do it under an hour. It's possible. 15 minutes a box, and this is my last one. Oh, another hair. To be fair, I don't think that hair came out now. I think that hair was in in the marker box. That is. I mean, it would help if I could make up my mind more. No, that is okay. Right. So these are I've got these, which are like I can give away. So let's put them in the bag. And these are what we are throwing away. So it's about a dozen. a bit over 15 maybe. Oh dear, and these are all what we're keeping. So it's still quite a lot. Right, last tub though. Let me just clear this up. Okay, new piece of paper. I think what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to take all these out. And then I can put them back in my glorious Cornish ice cream tub. It's about recycling, isn't it? I did try to reuse things. It's a bit like, this is a bit like what I'm like with cardboard boxes. Like, oh, that's a good tub, I can keep that. Right, so let's push all these up here. And let's hope, isn't it crazy? Like, I'm literally hoping that I can throw things away that they've run out. Unfortunately, it's still going strong. Yes. Keeper. Oh, blimey. Oh, yeah, it's dead. Woo! Oh, that's because that's not even a Sharpie. That I remember I bought that from Poundland or something. Terrible. If you're in the UK, don't buy the Poundland markers. Oh my god. Because when I bought the pack, like, I got home and like 3 of them were dead. Like, I don't know how long they'd been sitting. So that is not very juicy. I don't know how long they'd been sitting on the shelf. But I got home, 2 of them. That is not very juicy. And was dead, if I recall. So I was not impressed with the Poundland ones. But that one clearly was working at the time. But not anymore. Well, that seems okay. Oh, this one, I've got a metallic marker. Is that okay? Let's just give that a wipe. Oh, look, I've got more dust off the paper towel than I did off the pen. Oh, that still works well. I forgot how nice these Pen and Gear metallics were. Right. But so far, so juicy. What's this? Bic marking. Has that got fluff? No, that has not got fluff. These are metallic? Yeah, these are sort of metallic-y as well. Oh, nice. I forgot I had them. Probably because I mixed them in with my regular markers. I mean, not colouring for 2 years might also be a reason. Right, that is not juicy. It colours, but it's not juicy. This, however, juicy. This is where I'm just going to take these off. I did colour swatch them, and because they don't have any names, but I never used to look at the colour swatches for Sharpies anyway. I would just go, oh, is that a nice black, a nice blue? I treated alcohol markers differently. Like when the type of pages I coloured were much more YOLO. I just threw down colours, so I'd be like, yeah, no, that works. Let's use that. So the number things. Oh, that's a nice juicy one. To be honest, I only use the swatches for pencils, and even then only sometimes. That is not juicy. The paints I did. I have a few paints as well. They were good for swatches. So yeah, I think in many ways I enjoyed swatching. I enjoyed the process of swatching, if that makes sense. I enjoyed the process of swatching. Oh, this is another one of them horrible ones. Well, there is at least ink in that one, but not much. I think I enjoyed the process of swatching more than the use for them. So that is not juicy. That is juicy. Another one of these metallic. Yeah. Okay. This is going well. It's going better than though I haven't said that. The only ones I've actually thrown away were those cheapy ones from Poundland. Poundland's like the dollar store, in case you haven't figured it out. It has its place, but alcohol markers was not it. That is not juicy. That is not juicy. So the crud was only with them pen and gear ones. I have had it on other markers though. I can't remember which ones. Because I don't think I've got... No, it's as good as dead. I'm pretty sure I've got more markers somewhere. I also know I've got my... I need to check out all my... What are they called? Come on. Read my brain. The Crayola ones. What do you call them? Super tips. Oh, that one's running out. That's a shame. That's one of the metallic ones. Let's give it another go, just in case it needs... No. I must have used that one a lot. Oh, another one. Yep, dead. I've got to do my super tips. I've got a lot of them Arteza water brush pens. I've got the Faber-Castell markers. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. That one is not juicy. I really like them. Hopefully they're still alive. That one is unfortunately dead. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is the highlighters. I forgot. Oh, I didn't do any of the highlighters before, did I? Because highlighters, by definition, are going to be pale. I don't want to throw away. It's like, oh, there's not much pigment in that. I remember I did a, to be honest, it doesn't feel, no, that's not. I did a colouring picture, literally only using the marker, these markers, which is why it's got a black tip, because I think it picked up all the print in the book. That's a highlighter. Oh, that's still got plenty of colour. Clearly I used a lot of pink when I did the picture. That is... Do you know what? I'm going to throw that, because that's... Even though it's got a little bit of colour, it's not going to go far. I don't want to just give people my rubbish. It's going to actually be a working pen. Where's that going? No. Oh, actually, I think it's because it's not getting any fader. I think because that's another one of them highlighters. I think that we'll keep that. Though what I should do is just put that with my stationery, as opposed to. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Where is it? Yellow. Was it just the yellow and the green? I'll put that with my, my regular pens. I'll not use it for colouring. That one is nearly dead. That one is not juicy. So yeah, let me know if you want me to carry on doing this on camera. I must admit, I did this on camera today for selfish reasons. Because this is it's not the most exciting thing, is it? And I was like, oh, do you know what? If I do it on camera, then I can talk. And it seems a bit more interesting. Just a little bit less mundane. Having some company. And, come on. Are you juicing up? You are juicing up. Okay, keep that one. So, yeah. But I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in. Because, obviously, it's not very exciting either. But, also... When you're doing a picture, it's about, for me, I just like a little bit, it's like my YouTube radio, I just like something on in the background. So that I've got company while I'm colouring as well, and diamond painting and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes it's not the quality of the talking in the background, if that makes sense. It's just about having someone with you. Bit of company. So let me know if you would like me to continue my decluttering process with you in videos. Because if not, what I'll do, that one's dead. What I'll do is I'll just come back maybe for the colouring books, because I assume people would be interested in. Because in a way, decluttering my colouring books is almost the same as showing my collection. Right, that's got colour, but it's not juicy. So, yeah. So maybe I'll do it as a colouring book collection as opposed to what I'm going to de-stash, but I don't know. We'll see. But tell me if you're interested. I'm getting there. Right, that's another highlighter. So let me just check that other highlighter again, just in case. I don't know. Do you know, because it might just be because of this stuff on it. No, see, look, that's what happens when something sits there and I can see it. Like, I start to persuade myself to not get rid of it. We're getting rid of it. Right, we've done well with it. Right, this is the, that's the only one that's actually had any ink left in it. And do you know what? I wouldn't, it's not much. I wouldn't wish those Poundland markers on my worst enemy. So we're just gonna chuck it. Not juicy. Oh, what was that? Where did I get that from? I've done this one but I don't know how I must have just, I don't know, come from there. I think that is dead. Bronze. I do like them Bic markers. It's these ones. I don't even know if they still make them. But if they do, I would buy again. But not yet. I need to get rid of stuff before I consider adding stuff. Yeah, I like that one. And is this it? What's this? That one is. Does that feel juicy? It does now. Sometimes they just took a little moment. Right, so for context, I don't know if you can see now, but that tub is half full as opposed to full. So it did go well. Those ones I'm donating. Let me get these in the bag. These ones, actually, let's show them all together on screen. Just so, right, I'm going to move my highlighters so I don't actually accidentally throw them away. But these ones, look, all of this, let me just tip them out. These are all dead markers, or as good as dead. So they're all going to be thrown away. Unfortunately, at least in the UK, when I looked them up, you can't actually recycle these. So yeah, that all goes in the bin. But that's good. In fact, that is probably nearly that ice cream tub. So that is a third that I'm just throwing away. Put them over there. And this is what I'm giving to some lucky kid. Possibly unlucky parent who has to deal with them getting mark all over them. But it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm pleased with that. I would say, yeah, I got around half of that. I did it. I've got to tidy up all them. All the ones I'm keeping, I'm going to be like tidying up again and get them colour coded so all the colours are together, as opposed to keeping them in like 4 different boxes. I'm just going to colour code them all together. But right, I'm removing that because if I look at it, if I leave it open and look at it, I might start thinking about pulling them out again. They have to go. But yeah, I'm going to reorganise them, and they'll be tidy and nice, and all the markers that I go to will work. Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up on the way out if you enjoyed it, and see you all again soon. Bye for now. Bye.